Good morning, all of my wonderful artists. I hope everybody is staying warm on these chilly days. Today is a great day to be creative, and we are going to experiment with texture. Ooh. Texture is an element of art that we use a lot. So we're going to talk about texture a lot today. So let's start by learning about our project. Okay, friends, let's look over here. We are on project K14. Oh my goodness, we have done so many projects so far. I'm so proud of everyone. Now this project is called the Texture Train. Choo choo! So if you like trains, you're going to love this project. And if you don't like trains, you will after this project. Now, we've been talking about when we draw, we talk about the subject and the background, then the details. Now today, we're going to do a little switcheroo. Yeah, we're going to work on the background first. And sometimes we do that. We're artists, and we can do whatever we want. All right, let's go to number 2, our vocabulary words. We're going to talk about lines, all those wonderful lines we are learning, the curvy lines and the diagonal lines and the horizontal lines. And then we're going to talk about movement. Ooh, we're going to show movement in our project. Oh, look, I bet some of you saw the project right here. That's our fabulous texture train. Yes, and you can see the movement of the track. Now, remember, I've been talking about texture. We're going to talk about actual texture. That's texture that you can really feel with your fingers. So if you look at the texture train, the smoke coming out of the engine is cotton balls. Yeah. And that's actual texture. You can touch it, you can feel it, it's soft. And in the first car, there's some glitter. Ooh, and glitter is scratchy like sand, right? And then in the second train car, we have little pieces of yarn. So again, it's soft and fuzzy feeling. So that's actual texture. Now, our next vocab word is implied texture. That means it looks like texture, but you can't feel it. So if we look at the grass down here, and I'll show you how to make that. It's a bunch of little lines. So it looks like texture, but when you touch it, it's just the smooth paper. And then our last vocab word is mixed media. Now, when we use more than one art supply in a project, we're using mixed media. Yeah. So here we're using crayons and markers and cotton balls and any other texture that you can find. So this is kind of like a collage because we are using so many items to make it. But we're going to talk about being mixed media today, okay? We want to learn about mixed media. But it can also be a collage. We talked a little bit about paper collage when we made the Vincent van Gogh vase. Yeah. Now, our inspiration, number 3 today, our inspiration is a piece of literature, okay? It is a book. It's called All Aboard, A Train Story by Susan Cookland. Now, it says a true train story. Oh. So that means it's a nonfiction book. Nonfiction, not fake. Nonfiction, not fake. So it's a true story. It's a real true story. Okay? All about trains. So make sure you click on Hi friends, I'm back and it's a great day to be creative. All right, now you want to look in your art packet for the regular blue colored 9x12 construction paper, and then you can just use a half of one of the drawing papers, the white drawing papers. Just use half, and you're going to cut 3 squares, and they're going to be about 3 by 3 for the first one. You don't have to write this. I'm just letting you know. And then the other ones, the other 2, are 2.5 by 3. So you might want to have an adult help you cut these, or you know what? Just give it a try. It's completely fine. Whatever you do is absolutely fine. Okay? Now, I'm going to turn these over because I want to use this side for drawing on the train cars. So this will be our background, the blue, and then these will be our train cars. I can show you the example one more time. Okay, that's our example. So I have the engine and the train cars. All right. Now, our first step. Remember, I told you we were going to do our steps a little different today. We are going to work on the background first. So the first thing I would like you to do, you need your black Crayola marker, and you can get your crayons out. You're actually going to be using your glue and scissors later too, if you want to get those out. Now, with the black marker, we're going to start by drawing a gentle wavy line. And gentle means that we're not going to go up and down very much. Okay? It's just a gentle wavy line, like a very calm ocean wave. Now, this is our train track. So, you might want to go over it a couple times, and you can make it a little thicker like that. And now, I want to take a couple different colors of green for the grass. So you probably have a regular green, a green yellow, and a yellow green in your crayon box. And what you're going to do, I want you to think about making almost like little dash or C lines. The same type of little line you made in the polar bear drawing. Do you remember when we made the red and yellow texture lines in the sky above the glaciers? And I said that that could represent snow or the northern lights. Now this, I bet you can guess, is going to represent grass. Just some grass on the hill. So you want to make a bunch of little texture lines. And remember, this texture is called implied texture because we can't feel it. We can only see it. Now, I'm going to add some value by using different colors. Lighter colors throughout. Now this is pretty light. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera. And now I'm going to use my yellow green. And just add some more little texture lines all over. Aww. This is so cute. I love it. Ooh. I love using different shades of the same color. Okay, friends. Now you can take your white and we're going to draw some clouds in the sky. And you can lightly color them in like this. Yeah, so they look kind of wispy, like they're just floating around in the sky. You can draw as many clouds as you want. It could be a cloudy day today on our train ride. Yeah, so just make a few clouds around. Okay, next, we are going to start making our train cars. Okay, we're going to start making our train cars. So, the nice thing is, these two stay that same size. The only one we have to cut is the engine car. So, it's a perfect 3x3 square. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's 3x3. And we're going to cut a little triangle like that out of the front. So you can draw it sideways if you want. Okay. And that will be the front. And then this will be the smokestack on the top. So come in almost like you're making a V, but not quite. And then you're going to go straight over and straight up. So if it helps you to see what it's going to look like, you can draw the little window, the cow catcher on the front, okay, and then you can draw some texture on your smokestack, okay, and we'll fill this in more later, but this does help us a little bit realize what it's going to look like, okay. Now, I'm going to show you what we're going to cut. So you're going to cut that little triangle off in the front. And then this little piece right here. And again, do the very best you can. Do the best you can. Okay, now I'm going to move my background for just a minute. And with my black marker, okay, I'm going to trace over the lines, my helper lines that I drew, so I knew what my train car was going to look like. Yeah, so I'm just going to draw some lines. If you even want to outline it, you can. Yeah, like that, if that helps you a little bit. Looks kind of nice. Yeah, and then for our train cars, the first train car, I'm just going to make a line across the top. And then I'm going to add 3 rectangles in the middle. These are not windows. They're just like the doors on the side of the train car that you can slide open to put stuff in. And then just going to add a little design to this one. Okay, we could pretend like these were bolts or screws in the side. And then just add a little texture, some lines, some vertical and horizontal lines. Like maybe this is open and you throw stuff in from the top like a recycle bin. And now you can color these however you want. Okay, so I might color my little smokestack brown, and then my window, color that one blue, and look of the red train car. This one is actually red-violet. There, I like that. Now I'm going to choose a couple colors I haven't chose yet. So I'm going to choose maybe orange and blue. So I want to color the doors. I'm going to color those blue. And then I'm going to color these orange. Now, while we're coloring, I want you to also be thinking about what kind of texture you might want to put in your train cars. Ooh, remember, I used glitter for one and yarn for the other one. So you are going to surprise me with what kind of texture you're going to add. Ooh. I can't wait to see what textures you chose on Art Sonia. I bet you're going to come up with some really good ideas. Okay, friends, so look at, aw, I have my cute little train cars. So cute. Now, you can glue those on with white glue or your glue stick. Now, when you glue them on, glue them a little bit above the track so that you can make the wheels. Even trains, remember, have little wheels that hold them into place on the track. So, under my train cars, I'm going to draw some wheels. And they are connected. So you can connect your train cars like that. So cute. And now, this is the super fun part. I'll show you how I added the smoke coming out. I used a cotton ball. So that's probably going to be the easiest thing for you to find around your house to represent smoke texture, okay? But like I said, the other two textures, I want you to surprise me, okay? So I put glitter in this train car and I cut up, see, little pieces of yarn and I put them in that train car, okay? So you'll put your glue on the top, just like we did with the smokestack, and then you're going to add your texture, all right? And then take a picture and print it on Art Sonia for me because I want to be surprised. Okay, all of my artists, remember, it's a great day to be creative. And I will see you soon. Bye.